Yeah, by the time I got there, they said they were busy. They were doing interviews. I was like, okay, I'm going to wait. So I was there in my car. I didn't even say I should even come in.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Azine Williams. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. If you're new to this channel, kindly click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Okay guys, I'm excited. In fact, I'm super excited because I got this gist. Like, I saw this gist all over the TL on Twitter, Instagram, and I'm like, wow, if this is true, then I'm the happiest person on earth right now. Yes, guys, it's about Davido and Chioma. I had this gist that they just welcomed a set of twins in the US of A, and I'm super excited. Why? Because, why wouldn't I be? I'm a lover of good news. This couple have been through a lot. They deserve this happiness, and I'm super excited for them, even though the family have not come out to confirm or deny the gist. But I'm a lover of good things, and I just have to say congratulations to them. And I'm hoping that it's actually true. Yes, guys. Now, away from that, let's talk about Ilebaye once again, the winner of the Big Brother Naija Season 8 All-Star season, the Gen Z baddie herself. Now, you all know yesterday I brought you guys a gist of this presenter that works with Glitch production studio, who came out and called out Ilebaye, saying that just because Ilebaye came for an interview and they were in the midst of another interview and she just waited for a few minutes and she just, zoomed off, telling them off and saying, how dare they keep her waiting? The almighty Gen Z body, how dare you keep me waiting? Yes, guys, he put that out, suggesting that that was what she did. Then he followed it up with a live stream talking about the situations that led up to that. And I remember I told you guys in my previous video yesterday that there were some discrepancies in what he said and what he wrote, because I feel like somebody cannot just come in the middle of an interview and instead of just waiting for a few minutes for them to wrap up that interview and the person will just slam their door and walk off or run off or drive off. It just doesn't make logical sense to me. So that's why I did the video I did, and I was hoping that Ilebaye will share her own side of the story, and boy oh boy am I glad she did. Well, thanks to the blogger Cute Kumani, yes guys, who did an Instagram live with her today where she was asked about that situation, and this is what Ilebaye had to say. Listen to her.
The fact is that I never had an interview with Pere and Adekule that day. Okay, this, if we have, for example, if I have a particular media round or interview that there's a time for it, like they have times that, okay, you come by this time. And I had interviews that, like, I had like 4 interviews or 5 interviews, and I went to the location at that time. Probably maybe 2 minutes, maybe the only time, maybe I went like 12:34 or 12:35. There, by the time I got there, they said they were busy, they were doing interviews. I was like, okay, I'm going to wait. So I was there in my car. I didn't even say I should even come in. Like,
so there was no like come in now wait.
I was there in my car. No, I was in my car. I was just there using my phone and everything. So I waited for like 30 minutes. And I had to, like, nobody even came to meet me that, oh, Ilebaye was so sorry for keeping you waiting. I have interviews with Pere or Adekulu or anybody. So sorry, please just give us some time. Did you get? Nobody came to me. I was still my own. So it was my chaperone, Sharon, that was like, oh, sorry, they have interview. Please just give us 15 minutes. Give them 15 minutes. I said, okay, I've spent like 30 minutes here. Let me just do it. So I waited for another extra 15 minutes. Nobody came. Like, they didn't even say, oh, yeah, come. And I was hungry. I didn't even eat because I was rushing so I could keep to time. Like, I haven't even eaten. Like, I was just rushing because I had other interviews and I didn't want to like miss, because I had live interviews and everything. So I didn't want to miss or like come late and everything. So I went there. I waited for another extra 50. That's like 45 minutes. Nobody came. I wasn't asking me like, what's happening? Like, I'm hungry. Nobody has even come to me and be like, oh, this is it, this is that. Oh yeah, I was so sorry. So it was my chaperone that was even coming to me and apologize to me. Nobody from
kept on going back to ask them questions. I mean, just the way they were discussing with us,
no,
with my
like not my chaperone, sorry, not my chaperone, like the assistant, like the person that always carries us there. Like, not my chaperone.
And that's like a chaperone, because like the person who's been talking
Sharon,
like,
yes, she's always,
cute
yes,
Kimani, your team, is the person ready to interview Ilebaye? Ilebaye is ready, like
yes,
that.
it's okay, yes, ready to, yeah. Yeah, so she was always going there. Sharon was always going there, like, oh, please, like, do get. And the thing that annoyed me is like nobody from that team came to like, oh, I'm so sorry. So it was my chaperone that was literally begging that, oh, so sorry. And she knew that I haven't even eaten anything that day. Like, I was hungry and I was rushing to just come, so we'll not even miss the interview. The thing I said that, okay, please, oh, we're so sorry, we're interviewing these people. Please bear with us. I'm probably like, this is the way you're going to rush. But they kept me, like, I was there for like an hour plus. Like, I was patient. I waited. Like, I was okay. Let me just like I was saying 15 minutes. Okay, wait, 15 minutes. Yeah, like I was so patient. And the point I was like, I'm hungry. Like nobody had even come to my place sorry to like apologize. I was like, and then even go for other interviews. I wanted to even go for other interviews because there are times like they set times for us to go for like interviews. Like, okay, you have 1:30 for this interview, 5:30 for this, and I had like 3 more interviews to go for. So I didn't want to keep those people waiting just because I'm waiting for someone else.
So according to Ilebaye, right? You all know how media rounds run. You have to visit different media houses after you come out from Big Brother. And there were different times that were slated for each interview, some 12:30, some 5:30, and all whatnot. And she hasn't even eaten because she has to get up early, get glammed up, and start moving from one media house to the other. Now, when she came to this particular production or this news studio, so they actually did not come out to meet her to say, okay, we are in an interview, you have to wait and all of that. Rather, she had to wait in her car. I mean, this is a production or news or a podcast, whatever. Surely they must have a waiting area or a place where their guests will usually sit. But from what Ilebaye is explaining here, they didn't actually come out to meet her. It was, her communicating to her chaperone and her chaperone communicating to them. So it was mostly like her chaperone was like the middle person. And I know I pointed this out in what the guy was explaining yesterday. From what he wrote, it actually looked like Ilebaye told them, but when he explained what he did explain during his live stream, it was quite obvious to me that they never actually came out to meet Ilebaye. When they said, or when he said that they actually did try to come out, Ilebaye had already left. And I mean, Ilebaye is saying the same thing now. These guys, the first 30 minutes she was waiting there, nobody came to say, oh, we're sorry, we're in the middle of an interview, blah, 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 you have to wait. Like I said in my video, there's a way you communicate these things, right? But they did not. They just kept the information between them and her chaperone, right? Now, at some point, she started getting tired and all of that. She had other interviews. Remember, that was the same day she had her Arise TV News interview, right? So these guys did not, try to communicate or anything like that. Her chaperone was the one trying to beg, oh, they are coming, oh, they are soon rounding off. She waited for extra 15 more minutes. That's 45 minutes. So yes, just be counting how many minutes. Then, back and forth. By the end of the day, the babe had waited for an hour plus. I knew it. The moment this guy said few minutes, I mean, there's no way somebody would just come, drive in, and just wait for a few minutes. Let's say few minutes is like 10 minutes and just zoom off. It just doesn't work that way. Now you can see that when you look at things on a balanced scale, you tend to have a different opinion. Well, my opinion still stands that the guy calling out Ilebaye the way he did, I mean, the first write-up that he did, you actually think that Ilebaye came there and said, you know what, don't talk to me like that. Like she actually did act, or you think she actually did act like a bitch. But listening to him on his live stream, I just knew that, okay, that's not exactly what happened. And I painted a scenario in my head that this is probably what had happened. And hearing Ilebaye talk is just clear to me that I was right. You guys booked a slot for her and you guys did not respect the time. And you guys know that this is how media rounds work. They have to rotate from one media house to the other. And you were still cutting through her time and you still didn't have the courtesy to come to tell her, oh, or send one of your staff or your producer, like you mentioned in his, or he mentioned in his live stream. You still didn't see it fit to send that person to go, pacify her to wait. But rather it was at the last minute when she's already gone. That's when you just had the mind to say, okay, let's just go and see her. And by that time you were done with your interview. Like, nah. It's just crazy that he would even come on social media to put that out, because he knows, okay, he'll put that out and a lot of people will start dragging the girl, because already most people on the streets are grieved that she won and not their popular faves. So it's kind of like, I don't know, it's just not professional that he would do that. It's just crazy, right? It's just downright crazy. But there we have it, Ilebaye's version of things that had happened, or transpired between her and the media house. What are your thoughts? What's your take? Let me know in the comment section. On that note, I'd like to say a very big thank you to you all for being part of my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Until I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, Ezine Williams. Have yourself a beautiful, wonderful day ahead.